Where was I before? I wasn't working out. I was trying to do like a daily fast, and it just started to get out of control where I started to gain too much weight on the weekends, and I didn't feel good, and I needed to do something to get back in shape. I think the main struggles before I joined were just the lack of structure and not having the full accountability and the discipline at the time. I did 11 years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it was very high cardio, and it was very strenuous on the bodies. So I had to take a break for a couple of years, but then I felt like I was ready to work out again and get back into shape again. I think what I was unsure about was I don't think I was that unsure. I pretty much knew I needed to do this, and if I didn't, I was just going to stay the same. And I know I had to do something different to make a difference. And I felt like this was the way to go for me. I actually wasn't skeptical of that because I felt like I knew the basics of working out. I needed the structure, and I felt like it would be a good plan for me because I just needed the direction to go in, and then tell me what direction to go in, and I'll go there, and I'll do that part. I think having an online trainer was actually an asset, um, because sometimes people, they don't want somebody by their side in the gym the whole time, and for for having the app, I think that's your guidelines. And with the meetings that we have, it kept me on track, and it still kept me accountable. And I knew you were looking at the numbers, and I didn't want to disappoint. I wanted to make sure that I came through on my side. The last 6 months, the most valuable thing that I learned was that it's it's it is about the program and lifting weights, but it's also about the diet. And the main thing for me was making sure I got 190 grams of protein in every day. And if uh, I think that made the difference. When I was younger, I would just take testosterone, or I wouldn't eat right. And so this time around, I'm testosterone free. I'm 48 years old, about to be 49 in a couple weeks, and I look better than I have in many many years. And I think the diet and the whole combination of what you brought to the table is, I think it was the best performance I could have gained from myself, and to see the difference from the last 6 months is unbelievable. And that's why I want to continue and keep going. I don't want to just stop right there. Well, that's why I can't wait to go get them tested, because I know my doctor's going to be surprised because my testosterone's been pretty low the last 5 years, and I can see a huge difference in myself. And I can't believe at my age that I can still gain this much muscle naturally and do it the right way. And that's what I want to do at this point in my life. I want to make sure that my goal is from 50 to 60 that I look good, and then I'm staying healthy, and then I'm doing the right thing. Well, you know what? I think out of everything, it has helped me uh, become stronger mentally, and really tighten up my discipline. That way, I make it to the gym 4 days a week, and I'm on point, with my walking and stuff like that as much as I can 7 days a week. And I think it comes down to the mental game. And I can easily sit by my pool and relax and not do anything. And this is the harder route, but this is a better route. And that's the way I've always been. And so for me, this is, you know, it's wonderful, and it makes my life a lot more it flourishes a lot more, and things are a lot better, just by doing the workout and putting the work in is really helping me out tremendously. Listen, like once we had the meeting, I already knew, I had my excuses like, oh, it's probably, I probably have to ask my wife. It's probably too much money. But my reasoning to move forward was I have to make it hurt to do this. And I have to pay to wake myself up and make sure that I continue this 6 month journey. And I think, with that type of mentality, it pushed me to get started, and I didn't have any excuses. I wanted to get past those right away, and I just wanted to get to the program and get started. And I think out of everything, the biggest results that I had were the first couple months. The change is unbelievable, and so you have to take that first step, and sometimes you got to make it hurt to make sure that it resonates with you, so you continue to work out and you don't stop. Because if it was free, I wouldn't finish. I probably wouldn't have done it. So I have to, I think the value that I got from the amount that I paid was amazing. And I think now that I can see at the end of 6 months, like the money is nothing. The program is 10 times better. And you could definitely see that now. The only thing that I was going to do was every single rep you told me, I was not going to do one extra thing. Just one, because of laziness, and it wasn't in our structure, and two, because I wanted to see how it actually worked without overdoing it. And I think it was perfect. It really, the program, I recommend it to anyone. I think at my age, I'm excited, and I can't believe the results I received just from this program. So, I really appreciate it, Francisco.
Thank you, Tony. And this is just the beginning.